Okay. I'm not even gonna do like a starting soon because I don't know when in things dropping. So set up here. But hey everyone, how's it going? Good. We're doing dev stream. Should be happening soon. Probably. It's about the time they said things were gonna happen. So you know, hopefully soon. Um, we got the flame rifle. They also just like kind of dropped it this morning, from what I understand. So that's an interesting choice. But watch the live stream. We're gonna see what's going on, what's new, what's happening. I like that they're doing these like little mini content drops in the middle of events. That actually is like really nice. Um, yeah, it helps make these longer events feel a little less monotonous. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. For a second, if I'm not replying to chat, I'm just here. Okay. Yippee. So yeah, we got a flamethrower rifle. It's also medium slot. They fully just like they're live yet? Oh, they are live. Perfect. Um okay, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this chat off because there's nothing that they can say that won't upset me. But yeah, in the live stream or the little trailer that they dropped in the description for that, they did mention that they did mention that the flame rifle is going to be a medium slot weapon, and I don't know how I feel about that. We'll have to see how like strong it actually is. Um, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. Like, I think it has potential to be very cool, but I think it has potential to be very annoying too. So we'll see what they do. I hope that they have learned from like last time. Um, like their last time when they added like the shredder and it was like way too strong with like the frag blades and whatnot. I hope they know what kind of makes an overpowered gun, but I don't know. My hope is that it would be like more of a utility weapon, but like in terms of like blocking things off or flushing people out from behind cover, but I don't think that that's what it's going to be used for. I mean, it probably is going to be really great at clearing out Bileweaver nests. We saw that Bileweavers are coming back, in fact. A little trailer that we saw, so Visk doesn't have a single bit of faith. They know? Okay, fair enough. Like, you know what? From everything we saw in the trailer, it does look a little bit it does look a little bit strong. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. Um yeah, I hope that there's more to this update than like if they're doing an entire dev stream, I would expect that there's more than just like the flame rifle. They did drop a blog post. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Forgive me if I'm a little bit yawny right now. I just woke up, so I'm a little out of it, but we're here. Excited to see what they're adding. I do kind of hate that they did this, to be real with you. I was literally in the process of like writing a script for like my 2026 wish list and balance changes that I want to see, and now I had to like delay it by a couple days because it's like well, there's no point in working on this script if we're gonna have a dev stream that might change things. They haven't really changed much in terms of balancing before, like basically for an entire year now. So we'll see what happens. I'm not really expecting many balancing changes, but like there could be. Hopefully there are. You know? Doesn't matter to me. I just play the game for vibes now. Yep, fair enough. Like, I think that the overpowered weapons appeal to the more casual players, absolutely. The people who, you know, maybe play the game like once a month or something like that. couple times a month, play it with friends, you know, don't really care too much of what's happening. That being said, like as nice as that is for the casual players and seeing, oh my god, I can get this cool new overpowered weapon, that was fun to use for a night. Uh, for the people who are playing it consistently, if something is broken, people will take advantage of that, and it's be annoying. Oh, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see what happens. 700 new guns added. Guys, we have duplicated the arsenal 5 times. Nothing else has changed. It's like there's just like sparks 1, 2, and 3 now. Good luck. The compounds with Bileweaver infestations look super fun. Yeah, because in the trailer that we saw, it wasn't like a standard Bileweaver nest that we saw from the previous event. It was Healing Waters Church that was taken over. So that'll be like a cool maybe new map effect if Bileweavers can like take over like an entire compound. I'll be honest, I was expecting Bileweavers to be like kind of a recycled thing, as in like recycled as in kind of how they did with the Murder Circus here, like kind of put a fresh coat of paint on it and bring back the sort of overall theming. I wasn't expecting them to just drop it in the middle of the Murder Circus, but I like that they, again, we don't know too much about it, but it looks like they're going to be going ahead and like taking over compounds, which I like, because if they just went ahead and said, oh yeah, there is like occasionally a Bileweaver nest on the map, and it's like, oh, it's you know, it replaces the Murder Circus occasionally, then it's like, well, why are we replacing the Murder Circus in the Murder Circus event? Post Malone wouldn't stand for this. Yeah, I like that they're doing something fresh with it. Like 4 or 5 per map according to the Reddit post. Okay. That's interesting. Could be neat. Do I post Malone? Hang on, let me check. Sorry, I'm yawning. Unfortunately, no, I'm not Post Malone yet. Sorry. Flamethrower sounds cool, but I feel like it'll be hard to balance. Yeah, that's just kind of how it is. That's how it's always going to be with like the more awkward weapons like that, I feel. Again, what I would have liked to seen with it, and they could still do it, I'm not sure. We don't know anything about it yet. What I would like to see with it is that it's kind of a more utility weapon for like area denial or like boss killing. Like, I don't know. I think that's like a cool way to do it. Because a flamethrower for PvP just does kind of sound a little broken. It also sounds like really against Hunt Showdown's like overall precision base. Like, you know, some people will argue, oh, the game's not actually precision based with all the spam meta and blah 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 and dualies and levering and shotguns, but like Hunt Showdown is a precision based gunplay, or works off of precision based gunplay, compared to other modern shooters. Like, you can't tell me that Hunt's gameplay isn't incredibly slow in terms of its like rate of fire, in terms of bullet velocity. Like, it's slow, it's precise, and a flamethrower I feel like kind of is just counterintuitive to that, because even the so-called spammy guns, you do have to aim, and oh, here we go. Yeah, flamethrower can kind of just like point and shoot.
Gameplay and developer live stream talking about our
my god, it's the kid.
Hey Dennis, how are you doing today?
Turn it up a little
I'm
bit.
doing fine, thanks for having me.
And we have Paul here.
Let me know if it's too loud or too quiet, or if I'm too loud or too quiet, please.
In some previous streams, but hey Paul, how are you?
Hey, yeah, I'm doing good, thanks.
Yeah, so why don't we dive into this and let's talk about the update, and then actually we are also gonna jump into the game and try out the Flame Lifer and hopefully win some game for you guys as a trio.
All right,
wait, so is
great.
this...
Let's do it. So
okay, is it literally just a flamethrower and the Bileweaver?
We have a new mid-event update. We're halfway through our Murder Circus and Core now, and now it's time for Ignite the Blight. So with Ignited Light, we're introducing a couple new things, a couple gameplay changes, to shake things up a little bit. But obviously, in general, we are still around the murder circus, a core, and have all the fun around that. So let's have a look at the first pieces. What's actually new? First off, it's live now, Benzo, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been live.
Yeah, they dropped it
since
this morning, it looks
And
like.
what I forgot to say is we also want to wish everyone a very happy new year, and of course this is a new refreshment for the new year, so that's very important. And as Dennis said, the update is live now, so you can actually jump in, of course,
But Jesus
after the
Christ,
stream.
The background is just all
out
dead
yourself and
clowns. Do
play
you see this?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's all dead
Alright,
clowns.
So
Oh
everybody
no.
might have already had a chance to play this earlier, of course, because everybody
That's why they
has
call it the
time all
murder
time to play Hunt, I
circus.
hope. And then we have one big thing, obviously, the Ballweavers returning. So they're back. They're back. They're stronger than ever. They have found new ways to pester us. So what are we going to
great.
do about it? So first off, they have kind of overrun and transformed a number of compounds. So this is different from how we seen them last time when they had the Ballweaver nest. Now they're actually directly where the action is in the middle, in the center. They're not competing with the circus. Circus is still there. Circus is still a nice place to go to. But everything around it will have the location set it up. So we have a number of compounds we talk about in a moment and show a couple of examples what it exactly means. But in addition to that, we also have a new weapon that the hunters brought that can turn the tide. It's a new Scar's weapon. You might have seen some of the teasers already for it.
Turn
Or
the
might have
tide
even had a chance
against
to
the
play it already today,
Ballweavers,
which is
or
the flame rifle. So we're going to talk about that in a moment.
And of course, it's great fighting the infestation itself, so it works perfectly. So yeah, Dennis, let's talk about the Ballweaver.
Yeah, let's start with that first. So, Ballweavers return. What does that mean? In general, the Ballweavers have infested the bayou and the gulch, changing parts of existing compounds. So this is like basically overrunning areas that we all were very familiar with, but they're different now. They have some changes, some new ramps there, there's some new routes, more cover, etc. We're going to see some of these examples in a moment. But the general idea is like these compounds will play very differently. The parts that have been altered, they might have a very strong impact on how you want to attack or also defend or in generally fight around these areas. So you also have some rewards you can find around there. So there's a chance to find tarot cards. Whenever
are we gonna find Sticky Steve?
I'm gonna look a bit closer.
Is Sticky Steve back?
Stick against the wall, etc. And some of these webbed corpses you might remember from the Ballweaver nest have returned as well. So it's something to loot there too. But keep in mind that if you can actually get a second bag of dark side boost, like you would normally from looting a dead hunter, those corpses do the same thing. So be careful, you might reveal your position to other people on the map. And then also, very important, this is present in both Bounty Hunt and Bounty Clash. So
oh, okay, that's cool.
Play these also in Clash. And I can tell you that the kind of action that you get from these change locations is very, very different. So just
God,
maybe
as
a
if
good way
Bounty
to
Clash
jump back
needed
into
to be
Bounty
any
Clash
more
after that.
fucking overstimulating. Yeah, we filled the entire compound with spiders, by the way.
Let's take a look at some of the compounds that changed.
Oh, there we go. There's the audio issue.
The infestation. So Dennis, can you walk us through?
This looks cool though.
Yeah,
I'm
so
not.
this is like an
Okay,
example
there's like a
from,
new ramp
what
here. Is that? I don't think that's walkable
Paul,
there.
Paul, tell me.
Sorry, I'm really bad with compounds.
It's down. Come on. All right, so it's
Wouldn't be a Crytek
I
stream
blame that
without
on
some
the
sort of
spider
tech
webs having
issues.
completely obfuscated and hidden everything. So you can see like different ways up, different ramps. It's actually a very common theme, very exemplary.
Are there multiple different ramps? I just see the
screenshot
one.
here because you see a
Unless
similar
this is
pattern
one
across
here.
many of those different compounds that change, like ramps leading up to windows you normally couldn't access, easy ways to kind of move between the adjacent buildings, the main buildings, etc. So in this case around, you can kind of go up to the first level on the left side of the building, move all the way around there on the right-hand side inside the courtyard. It gives you completely different ways to maneuver and just move around the environment, which is really, really cool.
Okay.
Then the second one here is from Fort Carmick. This is probably one of the
I
most
like that.
drastic ones, as you can kind of see. There's like a ramp
Yeah,
leading
look at
up,
that. So many
completely
ways
to
up
the top of
there.
the main building. There's also one on the back side, actually leading down towards the first level outer wall. You can also reach. So in general, traversal across this compound is a lot faster.
Oh, that's really nice.
You know,
I like
first
that a
off,
lot.
what that means for defending.
That'll
but also
help
the
with a ton of
opportunities it gives you for
stalemates
attacking
too.
these
I mean,
compounds,
obviously,
okay.
the roof
So
is still going to be
excited to see
very, very
those.
strong, but like.
Then we have
This is Ash Creek.
Ash Creek
Okay,
here
yeah.
as an example. This one is really interesting because like the entire underside of the building has been completely like tombed up and like
At that.
I don't really want to go into the arsenal that's on the bottom anymore. Like this list looks
I
really,
like that they're giving
really,
more
really,
options to get places that are typically only
friendly to me.
accessible by ladder, though.
But again,
That's really
tarot
nice.
card might be hidden there
Like-
somewhere, so still want to check it out. It's interesting here, as you can see, it's not only
Excellent,
one ramp,
thank
but
you
also
for
again a ramp
the
leading up
14
into the
months.
top
Oh my
floor.
god.
So
Hello
on the
to you
right-hand
too.
side, around the corner, you remember there's this
I really like
long
this,
ladder
though.
you can use to kind of get access to this. It's like a high-risk play. This is becoming much less of a high-risk play now. You can actually just move around there, etc. Just be careful if you move up the ramp with the bile weavers being like resting right underneath. You might trigger them, and then they might either reveal your position or kind of mess with your strategy. So be aware.
I guess
of
you
that,
probably
but
will have to
overall, a lot
clear
more
things out.
access.
I'm going to
Like
be
the
bringing the
window on the
Derringer
left side you
again,
could never ever
honestly.
get into, only jump out of. Now you can actually get inside. Then here we have Deadfall.
That's Deadfall.
Also very interesting here is like how we create bridges between the adjacent building, the little barn on the left side, and the main building on the right hand side.
No,
so
I really like
this.
this.
Do a counter push
This
flank
is super
around a little
cool.
bit. And again, the tarot card can be found like underneath that main structure and right in the center. So look out for that there.
That's really neat. I like this a lot.
Then we have Kingfisher. I think we have 2 screenshots of Kingfisher. This is the first one. Again, shows you just the roof access in general is much more.
Are you able to get on the roof here? I don't know. I mean, obviously here.
No ladders to climb.
I like
not
this
just
bridge
limited to
here.
one
That's a really
staircase
nice
on the left
one.
side. So it just makes it a lot more.
It almost looks like you can get up top here.
If you take a look at this from the back side, you can see like not the entire compounds are changed, right? There's only just parts of the compounds that get modified. In this case, like the side we saw before. However, what you usually see from a distance as you approach the compound is like that they actually have been modified.
I don't think you can get on the roof.
The strong spider webs and the strings like between the chimneys and just on the rooftop. So it kind of changes the silhouette as you approach a compound and makes you understand, okay, oh, this one has changed, and you prepare for modifications there. Doesn't come as a total surprise. This is also important because we have 5 compounds per map that have seen that treatment.
Okay.
We also have now at the same time a randomizer in there where like 3 of those 5 compounds are picked randomly. So that's a really cool thing because it's not always the same compounds. So that readability from a distance is really important to kind of understand if it's changed this time around, this match as you're playing through. It's just ensure
like
that
that
it's not too much repetition also, and you kind of break and change things up a little bit here and there. Then we also have Montero's malts. In this case, like this is I'll call them like the sky bridges, like these
the sky bridges here is entirely covered up. Holy shit, that's gonna be insane.
The entire central area between that has been completely woven up, and like this little cart trapped inside there. It's a little ramp leading up. You can see a second screenshot from underneath from the side. You can kind of see how this has changed this entire compound a little bit, and
that's
like basically
really
a completely different room in there that wasn't there before that you can use to move around, flank, defend from, or attack.
Okay.
And then we also have some locations in Mammon Skulls which are not directly in the compound, but they're scattered throughout the mine. So as you traverse the mines, you might also come across some locations. Like in this case, you might remember like in the northern mines where we have the arsenal. Like this entire area here is completely webbed up. So again, chance for a card, but also there might be some
blisters. I hate that. Yuck. Ew.
Then we also have 7 Sisters. Again, similar to what we've seen in Ash Creek, like the entire underside of the building, the tunnel that existed there already, it's been completely incorporated into the nest, into like this spun up area. So again, a place I want to voluntarily.
That's really nice for entering these windows.
But again, tarot card inside.
Because there's no way to get
otherwise just moving up
to these windows from the outside, or like from the ground floor, ground area. If you're approaching from this side of the compound, this is the north side.
Mess up your attack.
Like there's more on the other side too.
The other side, as you can see, like mostly focused around the central tunnel and then drifting a little bit left and right of it, creating new paths, etc.
I really, really like this. This is a great change.
All right, yeah.
That's
I'm excited to go see what else they've done with it.
Bump Weavers indeed returned, and it is really cool to see what level design managed to do with this compound and how to refresh them. But to fight them, we introducing a brand new scarce weapon, the flame rifle.
Oh boy,
and
they're
we
just
have
dropping
Paul
everything.
Here
Okay.
it, so he can tell a lot about it. And so Paul,
it is scarce,
yeah.
Medium slot only at the circus.
Yeah, of course. So
is it going to replace the shredder?
Here, it says
is there going to be a chance for one or the other, or are they both going to be there?
Big thing here because most people probably weren't expecting it to be a medium slot, but it makes for interesting loadouts.
Does
It
it?
can only be found
Okay.
at the circus, similar to the shredder. Important thing to note here is that you can still get the shredder, so I wouldn't worry too
yeah.
much. It's just the shredder has moved to the back of the wall, and the flame rifle has taken the position of the
Oh
current
god,
shredder.
so you can get both?
It's
Oh
a custom
no.
rifle that fires pressurized
Okay.
ignited liquid, and it's been specifically designed as a weapon to counter the Barweaver infestations. Of course, it works very well on all of the monsters, including bosses. It's very good against bosses as well.
Yeah, I can imagine
and
Spider
it's
probably won't be
also
having a
been built
good day
for
with a
aerial
flame rifle.
denial in PvP and stuff like that for aggressive pushes, and also to defend against aggressive pushes.
Yeah, like Bradley the Brutal, he won it in a fight, so he brought it in there, and then obviously people have been copying it and mass producing it as much as possible in the Bayou.
How the fuck
with
do
the
you
mixture
mass
stuff they have
produce something
available,
as
so you see a
janky
lot
as
of them,
that?
around there. And yeah, as you said, Paul, like this is, I think, really cool against the PvE side of things, and gives you just like a nice little tactical tool. All right, let's talk a bit about some of the mechanics behind it.
Yeah, so the main mechanic here is the pressure. The way that this works is that it you have to pump up the pressure to fire it. There's no actual like reload with this weapon, and while you shoot, the oil and the pressure are reduced. And pressure
so it's
is
not
used
just
to
a set
determine how
reach.
far
That's
the flames go.
nice.
So the higher the pressure, the higher the further the reach. It's somewhere between 30 and 35 meters at max range, and then it will just go down to about 10 meters towards the end.
Like if you angle it correctly, so you can curve it into the target.
Exactly. There's quite a bit of drop on it because obviously it's just flaming oil, and it will eventually, if it's flying for too long, it will just burn out, as if it like fizzled out because it didn't hit anything.
Yeah.
So they don't want people arcing
The pressure
arcing
drains
it
quite
through the
rapidly
sky
when
and
you're
hitting
shooting,
someone
so
30
the
meters away.
barrage
Got
of
it.
flames is very short-lived, but if you do hit something, it can be quite devastating, depending on what you hit. Especially, of course, monsters.
If you hit something, as if it's not a fucking flamethrower, like
immolators and stuff like that, they won't really be affected by this, but other monsters will definitely be decimated. Players as well, if they get hit by a number of the barrages, it does deal a fair bit of damage. It's important to note that it won't instantly red skull you. It deals physical damage, as in like it will take your health down, but it won't immediately burn all of your chunks off.
Yeah,
that's one thing we want.
So it probably functions more like
super
incendiary
important.
ammo.
Like, we don't necessarily have the
like
damage linked directly to how much
Okay.
your bar is charcoaled, right? Like in burned off.
Yeah.
Like you actually lose more health than that, and the fire takes time to catch up. So you still have enough time.
That's
also to kind of
nice.
save
That was one
the
of the
bars,
things I was worried about.
But as you might have seen, like for example, in our intro video, like the one guy just gets hit by the full blast. That is mostly from the damage. It's not actually they got red skull at this point.
Okay, I'd like to see them. Like, I hope they have a little video here
that's not
showing
to say
it
that
off.
It won't be quite devastating if you do get hit by it. You might lose a small bar quite quickly, but you will probably go down before you lose another bar.
Okay.
And then the oil can only be refilled from, well, there's technically two places. Yellow oil barrels is the main one, but we also you can also refill it at the special ammo boxes that you use a pledge mark on. Those ones will also.
Okay. So the pledge mark boxes. So not regular one.
Special ammunition,
has to
but
be
also
yellow
like the oil
barrels.
would be part of it in this case.
And
yeah, exactly.
The pledge
I think
mark
there's
boxes.
a couple more we have in there. Let me see.
Gameplay. All right. Okay.
There we go.
Okay. All right.
So now we're on to the flames propagate on surfaces. So what this
you
means
can
is if
multi-hit enemies
like
too.
surface,
Oh
no,
you can get collaterals.
The oil will kind of like bounce around, not bounce, but it was as if it's splashing around into multiple patches. So this means that you can kind of hit a flat wall in front of you, and then it will drip down, and more patches will be created.
I'm curious how long it's going to like stay
propagate.
burning
so for example,
after
if you
you
shoot
like
this through a window,
splash.
It's not just going to burn in one patch. It will bounce off of the wall. I'm calling it bounce, of course, but it's not. It will bounce off the wall and then go inside the building further, allowing for like a bit more like action when you shoot it inside. And it also means that one barrage will do quite a bit more than it would if it wouldn't bounce around.
Okay.
Also, the the hits are, it won't just stop when it hits a player or an AI, for example. It engulfs them and then continues past them. So if two people, we'll show it in a second, but if two people are stood behind each other, for example, they'll both
Just
get hit by
collateral
the flames
people.
because it's not really a
So
solid.
keep your spacing in mind when you're playing with your trios and your duos.
We'll see that only large creatures do that. So, for example, if you shoot at a meathead, then that meathead will take all of the flames and won't go past them because it's quite big. It would take all of them.
It
And
would be
it's
funny if
effective
it like
for area
if it was
control, denial, and of
depending
course,
on what hunter you're using.
dealing with
Yeah, the
crowds
judge
of
is a little
AI.
bit stockier, so you know
if
he
you
just
have
fully
multiple
body
grunts
blocks the
on
flames.
you, this thing will help you really well because it just deletes them basically. Yeah, and creates new offensive and defensive opportunities.
Okay,
We're excited
purposely
to see
vague,
how
but yeah,
people
we love
use
it.
in both scenarios, whether it's attacking or defending, because it's an interesting addition to the arsenal.
Yeah, what we've
It
seen a
does look
lot
like
is,
it will be a
like, this
strong
weapon
like
being used
deterrent
in a similar way,
against
like
people
to the bomb
pushing.
launcher, right? Like as a tactical tool. So like that's
Mhm.
why also one of the reasons for the 2 slot, because like if there's a shotgun riding around the corner, that shotgun will probably kill you right before you have a just chance to shoot at it long enough with the flame rifle. Right? You might make him burn, you might make him suffer, but like actually finishing the kill, probably like a shotgun will usually have to drop on you. However, as a tactical tool, like denial, kind of making sure like you kind of have a chance to cut off some paths or force people out
we're
of
gonna
corners,
be
separate
running
across kind of
shotguns,
paths
by
a
the
little bit,
way.
as Woaw was saying. It really helps to kind of use this thing as a Swiss Army knife in the tool capacity, similar to the options that you get from for example, a bow with different types of ammunition or the bomb launcher, etc. But let's have a look at it in the shooting range, I would say.
Yeah, so we talked about how it works, but let's actually jump into the shooting range together and see how it works, so we can showcase how it actually acts in the game. And
check his
after that,
tabs.
we are also going to be jumping into some
He's
trios
scrolling
together,
through all of them
playing
like
around
that.
with the flame rifle, and we will try to answer questions from the chat as well during the gameplay segment too. So yeah, we are just loading into a shooting range session. And
Wonder if chokes
let's see
deny it
what the
somehow.
flame
Yeah, I'm not sure. They didn't mention anything about that yet. I'm curious if like how it interacts with chokes.
Maybe we can already
I would love to go
answer
into the
some of
shooting
the
range
questions
just to
by
try and
logging
get
in.
one.
Someone
So
asked what happens if the pressure on the flame rifle is
I'm
low
assuming that
maybe
there'll be
before
one
you
in
can
the
pick
shooting
up.
range. There usually is like a scarce weapon. We can do some
So
testing after
if
this.
it's low, then it means that it will shoot not too far, and eventually it will stop. Like if you keep shooting and you're out of pressure. So if you're at 0 pressure, for example, you can't shoot. It'll just dry fire. Like
so you
would,
have to pump it
any other
up.
weapon.
That's cool.
But is it completely depleting on your back as well? Because like it kind of continues to lose pressure, right? Like so if it's not maintained, right?
Yeah, that's a good point. During testing, we did have it initially so that it would just deplete everything on your back, but it turned out like sometimes you just wanted to have it ready just to bring it out and shoot a small amount. So what it will do on your back is it will deplete still, but there'll be a tiny bit left that it won't go past.
It functions like the current shredder
like
then, where
set
you have to keep pumping it up.
or so right in front of you that maybe surprise you. So yeah, just get one little action out at least before you have to recover.
Oh, look at that ammo bar. That is
cool. All right, so we're in the mission. Everybody has flame rifles. We're awesome.
Oh boy.
let's have maybe a quick look at it, just in general, like how when you fire it around. So you kind of top it up right now. Make sure it's fully loaded up. And so like 3 pumps, the 3rd pump is like the one that you have to kind of fight the pressure the most. As Paul was saying before, like if I just fire like a burst now, you can see like everybody kind of gets hit.
Okay, that was far. It got the
flames kind of engulf them and kind of move around them.
It got the one in the back.
I'll just top this up one more time because it actually takes a lot of pressure for a short burst even already. Just want to give you guys like an overview how long you can fire this thing continuously. Which I think was one of the concerns initially. Is like, oh, it's just a proper flamethrower, like it takes ages and you can fire all the time. No, that's not the case. So just firing right now with full pressure.
It depletes ammo very fast. Look at that. Oh my god.
And depletes.
I love that they made it so you can't resupply it from like portable ammo boxes. I feel like that would be a little broken.
So you get one good burst of fire, but you don't have continuous fire for a long time. So there's quite
it takes a while to pump up too, yeah.
Pressure that helps with a weapon.
It's loud. It looks like it's going to be a very clunky
Paul, you
weapon to use.
Show that off so I can see a bit in 3rd person while you're doing torture, mayhem, destruction.
Yeah, of course. So let me just pump it up. I will aim towards these 3 over here. And go.
Hey, that does look
Spencer's joining as
really,
well.
really cool. Holy shit.
Alright, so yeah. And
Hearing
like,
everyone
what's the
pump their
lifetime of the
rifles.
flames? It's like 10-ish seconds, 12
10 to
seconds.
12
Oh my
seconds,
god.
yeah.
Okay, 10 to
So,
12
like, you
seconds
can
for a
have this area
burn
kinda
in
saturate for a
terms of
moment,
like
but it's not gonna
the
burn
lands
forever. It's
there.
not like a fire bomb. And as you can see here, like
Oh
if
my
you if you
God.
do this again, like just shoot it with a 45-degree angle, like just try to see. You actually sometimes don't even hit the ground properly because the flames dissipate. So there's quite a bit of curving in there. Maybe you can see that a little bit if you walk up there and get some elevation in.
The audio sounds almost
Just,
like bugged a
shooting
little
into
bit.
into the air with an angle. They're trying to maximize it. You will see like I'm not even hitting the ground. The flames will kind of disperse even right before. So you
Yeah, it
have
does have a
to,
very like hard
kinda
cap
have
on
it
its
somewhat
range.
level, like in this case, so that it kind of hits the ground. You won't be able to kind of like curve this in over hundreds of meters. The flames will not last that long. So if you, for example, go up all the way on the roof, then maybe one of you guys can stand on the bottom there.
Yeah, like you could totally hit someone from the roof. Because it looks like it's
But just
shooting a
drive up there.
good,
Like, I will have
like,
to be very careful
20,
how far
25
I
meters
can
when it's
reach in
fully
order
pumped.
to do some damage to you guys. So it
But
shouldn't
again,
be a
like,
problem here,
it
obviously.
takes a lot of prep.
But if I were to just like trying to curve
Oh
this a
my
little bit,
god.
to
Look
try to
at
curve
that,
this a little
that's
bit in there, like, I might not
terrifying.
even be able to hit you. I mean, obviously I see your silhouette now, so if
My
you
god.
can.
Can you shoot? Oh yeah, okay, you can
Almost,
kinda. I don't know if he was still
doesn't
burning
strike at you.
before,
So
but
yeah, I have
like,
to be very cautious about how far you can reach. It's definitely a close range weapon.
how does it work with choke
I think
bombs?
we also have some interactions with choke clouds. Maybe we want
Thank
to show that quickly.
you.
But before we do that, let me refill the barrel. Because as you can see, like all this little
Yeah, the
experimentation
ammo and the
has, like,
pressure
cost me,
depletes
like,
very
2/3 or
quickly,
almost 3/4
so
of my fuel already. So I want to quickly top up. And as Paul was mentioning, you can
I'm
do
assuming
that
it's a full
in either
refill.
the barrels, which you have to be careful about because you probably accidentally blow up a lot of them up.
yeah,
with the flame
carefully
rifle as you
don't
use it.
blow up your ammo supply.
Or you can find the sealed ammo box, which replenishes all your ammunition and tools,
Okay.
and also includes a full refill for the flame rifle.
There is a flame rifle in the shooting range.
Alright,
We'll go in after this and
Paul, do you mind
do our own
throwing a
testing.
choke bomb at-
Yes.
Sweet.
I mean, they're basically doing the testing
So
right now, but
the important thing here to show is if you do this, the flames
Okay.
still kind of go through, right?
they kind of go through, but like
However,
they
when you're
die out very.
inside of it, that's where the magic happens. So if the weapon itself is affected by the choke cloud, you can see like little pilot flame going out. The moment I step out, it goes back online. That means that while I'm inside, even if I'm at high pressure there, if you will, I cannot
Okay,
fire
choke
this weapon.
bolts
It's
might
also a good
actually be the
counter,
meta
for
for the
example,
first
if you
little
know
bit of
that
this
flame
event
rifle is
here.
pushing in the lair, like throwing a choke bomb in there, why
You could just completely shut someone down. Interesting.
Alright. Do we have anything to add? Anything you also want to show about in the shooting range for the flame rifle?
Flame
Yeah,
rifle
sure, we
plus
can
sparks
grow
is
their
probably going to be really annoying.
Yeah, sure. What I like really about the visuals of this one is like you can kind of see like this is like the casing, like the receiver of a lever action gun, right?
Pop-Tart's
Like
pissing
probably
Gabby
like
off.
40
One
or something
second.
like that, or maybe Centennial.
Pop-Tart, come here.
And it's just been stripped apart, and then even the lever action has been repurposed to be the pump mechanism, and added like this little hose and a nozzle in front of it, etc. So it's very,
Yeah, it
very
looks like
makeshift.
it's a
I think this is the
Centennial.
part that I like the most about it. That it just looks really huntish. That's a word. Like it fits very
Huntish.
well as this makeshift weapon, similar to what we had, for example, with the bomb lance, etc. Like it's like something the hunter
Yeah.
kind of builds out of necessity from the parts available around it in
I mean,
the value.
to be fair, I've been
This is not a
saying this is kind of
mass-produced
what
weapon,
Hunt
but it's
needs.
been
It needs
based
some more like
off
wacky
components
home-built
taken from weapons and
weapons.
other
So
pieces.
I've seen some questions if you could show the damage on the dummies. Right.
oh yeah, what's the
sure
time to kill? Because the time to kill in the
Yeah,
trailer
let me
looked
just pull it
very,
up one
very
more time.
strong.
I'm gonna do this
Or very
here on this
quickly.
one
Or
here.
very kills very
So
quickly.
if I just fire one burst, this might have been like, was it 10, 20 damage maybe total adding
Didn't
up?
even light him on
Didn't
fire.
even set the guy on fire with it. But now it's like 50-ish damage. Now he's getting the burn damage step by step, obviously, as he's continuing to burn and losing his chunks. So
What's the time
it
to kill if you just
takes a bit of
hold
time.
down the
Once the
trigger,
fire is
though?
out, I'm gonna try to insta-kill one with a continuous burst as well, just to see that one. Let's
Okay.
just wait for these guys to drop dead. Burn out.
Thank you.
Alright, gonna use it against this guy here. So, full blast, I have maximum
Blast.
pressure, I'm loaded.
Okay,
You
so
can see here,
point
like,
blank,
like
it
a
is pretty
second,
much
second
an
and a half of full
insta-kill.
exposure up close to kill
Which is,
the health.
you know, that's
But it still
fair.
doesn't mean that the guy is like losing lots of chunks from it, obviously from the down, and maybe another one from having taken the fire damage.
Is that
into insanity
damage consistent over
So
range,
it's not a
though?
guarantee that a guy cannot get picked up, but obviously being close, there can be damage. Keep in mind though, shotgun is instant. This thing still needs a second or two, depending on how far you are,
Yeah.
how many shots hit, because I mean, people are moving around. So it takes
The
quite a
issue
bit of
though
time
is that,
normally,
like, even though a
in
shotgun's
order to
instant,
get the
have
shot to
fun
land.
aiming a shotgun when there's a barrage of flames in your face.
All right.
Right.
I think we've
jump into
seen the basics of it. Let's try it out again.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, one of them, one of them got fully burnt out almost. Okay.
We never played from this studio before together like this. By the way, Dennis is sitting.
So are they? I think they're just going into gameplay. Like they're just gonna play the game now. We'll go into the shooting
So,
range and kind of
whenever he
test this
dies,
out a
I'm
little
giving him
bit
an
because
elbow.
I'm curious how it interacts with certain things. Powder kegs are probably going to be really,
Yeah, and as we said, like, all of this
really,
is live
really
already,
sought
so
after.
You can just jump in the games right now, have a good time, play. All right, let me invite you guys.
Okay, it looks like they're just doing, gameplay stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and boot quick. Does that? There we go. Let's take a look here. Oops.
Send you one.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and I guess we'll just leave the stream running for a second here while we're waiting for him to boot up. But
so shall we all bring one? I mean, as long as you have one in a team, I think.
Should we all bring one?
Okay. Yeah, let's do one round where everybody has one, and then we kind of break it up a little bit, see how many more.
Okay, so yeah, they are just doing gameplay stuff. I'm gonna just leave it here. We're gonna go ahead and just hop into the shooting range because I want to test this thing a little bit. I mean, they did a lot of the testing for us, but yeah, I'm just curious to see like how I want to use it for myself. I don't think I'm gonna play any games today, because I have stuff that I need to do today. It's supposed to kind of be like my chore day, and then I realized, oh shit, there's dev streams today, and I didn't even realize that they were gonna drop it this morning. But yeah, I thought it was gonna be like, oh yeah, it'll be live tomorrow or something. So, anyways, let's take a look at this hunk of junk. Because yeah, I'm curious how it interacts with like using it with dynamite. Oh my god, I just realized how annoying it might be to like throw a big dynamite in. Hold on, let's grab a hunter here. We grab like a big dynamite. Because like imagine that. Or imagine placing dark dynamite satchels around. Or even sticky bomb or something, like throwing it and then just instantly flaming it to blow it up. Be kind of crazy. We'll grab some chokes. I do want to grab a I mean, obviously a hand crossbow with chokes is probably going to be just as good. I think what else it would like interact with. Any weapons would really interact with it. I am kind of curious how it interacts with like a sparks. Like how it goes. Like, I don't know, you shoot the thing and then you shoot the sparks. Like, how quickly can you hot swap? I don't know. Let's, I'll grab Quartermaster, I guess, just to have that. I don't think any traits would interact with it. They didn't say any traits interacted with it. I think aside from Quartermaster, because it's a game slot, I don't think anything else would have an effect. Salve Skin's probably going to be a very, very good pick. Okay, I'm just going to bring a Sparks here, and then we'll hop in here. Because yeah, I wonder what the swap speed is. Like, how feasible is it to just, like, douse an entire area in flames and then quickly swap to your Sparks to pop them? Because that might genuinely be a little bit strong. Okay. I see it. I see you. Come here. Flame rifle. Oh my god, look at this fucking thing. Look at this. Okay, so... Oh right, I didn't pump it. Right, I gotta actually... Gotta give it like 3 pumps and then hit it. Wow, okay, so that actually loses pressure so fast. Holy shit. You get like a I mean, I doused an entire area in flames here, but like, you only get a couple seconds before you're out. So it's not how I thought it was gonna be, where it's like, you know, you're able to peek a corner and just constantly. Like, you kind of have to, if you're peeking with it, you kind of have to peek and then like shoot, and then you're done. Again, you cover an entire area in flames, but how many of those do you get then? And oh wait, also, hold on, there's water bottles. How do water bottles work? Because since it's oil, we take that and we throw like a water bottle on it. Interesting. Okay, so it does make it blow up farther, blow up more. And also, are these like infinite refills, or are these like... Oh, okay, so you can only use it once. It's literally just like an ammo box? Okay. And you feather the trigger to effectively shoot longer? Let's see. Not really, no. It seems to be pretty consistent. So you kind of get like a good second or two of shooting, and that's about it. And it looks like you probably get maybe like 5 or 6 shots, 5 or 6 like full bursts from full. How fast does it deplete regularly? Because I see the little nozzle like wavering there. It's fully charged. How long? Because they said it would go down, right? Didn't they? They said it would deplete on your back? Or will it not? I'm not sure. It's definitely moving. It's going very slow, though, unless you actually, like, properly pull the trigger. Because, again, for, like, the shredder, how the shredder works is it's sort of, once you pump it, the blade stops spinning after about, like, 30 or so seconds. This looks like it's staying, like, a lot more. So I guess you'll probably just have to pull this thing out every now and then and pump it if you want to have it, like, ready to go. Because the thing is, like, again, if someone is, lurking around a corner and they don't have it pumped up, like, this is a very obvious and a very loud noise. It's like the shredder when you pick up the shredder and you have to, like, again, pump it, and then it fucking makes its whirring noises. It's spinning, but the blades aren't actually spinning. That's so weird. So yeah, how feasible then is it to, like, pop out, blast? Okay, pretty fucking feasible. Pretty feasible. Does it change if you have a different weapon out? Yeah, let's see. Just hold the sparks for a little bit, show off this fancy new inspect animation. Oh wow, oh my goodness. Ari, you're so cool. You did the battle pass, my goodness. Was this from, this was from the last battle pass, wasn't it? Pretty sure. Alright, has it depleted anymore? Not really, it looks to be about the same. Okay. So yeah, probably, it looks like it takes maybe like 1.5 minutes, I want to say, maybe 2 minutes to fully deplete on its own. It's good to know. If you're standing in a choke, how much damage does that do? curiosity. Like, if you choke bomb yourself, and they effectively... No, that was no damage at all. Interesting. You can effectively set up force fields with choke bombs. That's really funny. I'm gonna be honest, like, choke bolts plus the, what is it, bruiser or something? The new trait that lets you, like, take reduced flinching, reduce aim punch, because I'm pretty sure that that counts for, someone was telling me that it works for choke bombs too. That might actually be really, really strong. Can hit targets on the other side of chokes. No. It definitely looks like it passes through them, but it seems like as soon as it enters a choke, it's kind of just done. And again, if I get too close, then it just fully goes out. Actually find a different resupply out here. Oh. Tell me there's only one yellow barrel. Sworn there were multiple. In this case, we'll just... but... May only be a single yellow barrel. Is this disappointing? Because yeah, we can't refill it from just a regular ammo box. Barrel. Seeing much yellow, I'm gonna be honest. Okay, we'll just quickly relaunch then. Yeah, good to know. Well, I kind of want to test it with, like, if the size of the choke matters. Let's test it with a choke crossbow. Well, because choke bolts do make smaller choke clouds, so than a choke bomb. Let's go and grab choke clouds. I was like, yeah, how feasible is it to just, like, fill an entire compound with choke clouds and then make a push like that? Can't you suicide then respawn? Oh yeah, I guess I could have done that too. Whoopsies. There's another one near the grenade platform. Okay, good to know. Haven't been 100% paying attention. Have you tested how water bottles affect it? Yes, if you throw a water bottle on, like, the fire that's on the ground, you definitely will, you will definitely be setting a massive fire off, so, or it'll make a fireball because it's burning oil. I'm curious to see, can we apply the doused effect to the target dummies? Because I'm curious to see, like, with the doused effect, if you take less damage overall. I guess I should probably actually flame rifle. Oh, please. If I grab this, bonk our buddy here in the chest. Does 50 damage, which is crazy. He is doused. I forgot to actually. We'll try that again here in a second. Just reset here. Okay, it is fully pumped. Let's grab a water bottle here. Throw a water bottle at their feet. Does it kill them any slower at point blank? No. He's not burning though, which is interesting. So yeah, because it does physical damage, I don't think that the water bottles are going to protect you from that. That being said though, with, like, salve skin, with being doused, like, you're probably going to take less burn damage overall, so let's see how a choke crossbow does. Like, if we shoot a bullet right at his feet. Standing in it. Okay, so you can still hit their head, it looks like. I'm sure if I shoot low... Yeah, if I shoot low, it doesn't do anything, but it doesn't cover your head. Interesting. Okay. So yeah, it looks like choke bombs are kind of the only way to like give yourself a bit of a force field. Because again, just for reference, throw a choke bomb. No matter where we shoot, we can't get them. Yeah, because his head is sticking out of the top there. Interesting. So it'll give you some protection, I guess, if people aren't really protecting it. Oh yeah, you could crouch. That's true. You could definitely crouch, and that would do it. Let's see over. If you crouch in one of those, then that would probably protect you pretty well. They don't last for very long though. I guess what's also stopping you from like just setting one up in a doorway? You know, like if I go like that, set up this choke cloud, and like there's not much they can really do. They can't shoot through there because the choke's covering the entire doorway. That's probably the best case scenario, because again, as we saw, even if you're trying to shoot someone like on the opposite end of a choke cloud, like if I try and shoot at these guys, oh, the choke went away. Whoops. Like I can show it probably better here. Load this. Like if I shoot this here, I try and shoot this guy, it's not going to do anything. So in this situation, if someone like choked and had a shotgun and I came around to do this, I would die to the shotgun. I would die to probably like anything there. So that's interesting. I like that there's some actual counterplay with chokes. I like that fucking the hand crossbow with chokes is going to actually probably be like the meta for countering this. Which is odd to think of, but sure. Now the question that I have is, how does it compare to Dragon's Breath? Because Dragon's Breath, like, one of the big upsides of Dragon's Breath is that you have, especially with a long barrel shotgun like the Spectre here, you have some insane ignite range. Like I just died, but you have insane ignite range. That is from like 25 meters. You can stretch that even further. That's 32 meters. 36 meters. Like, you have some crazy ignite range. What do we think the max distance is on this here? Like, how... register reset. How far do we think we can, like... let's try and get... that was, like, what, 36 meters was the... Or... 36. Let's see if we can hit this guy here. If we go like... I forgot to pump it. Whoopsies. I go like that. Who am I hitting there? No, I still hit all of them. Okay. So fully pressurized. It does seem to have comparable range. It doesn't... Can't tell if it hit like the back wall or anything. Why don't we... hang on, let's go over here. Get like a nice long straightaway. And we'll just see how far it goes. Like if we just go like this. How far does that reach? I guess I should have been standing in the same spot. Whoopsies. Oh, it's hard to tell. I probably need someone else in here to like test it. Yes, hang on. Maybe we can do like. Let's try this. So we're standing. Find a nice spot to stand. We're standing at this log here. Go like this. And we run. I mean, that is very far. From the log. That's a very long distance. How long exactly is that? It was about here. I go stand at this log. How? Okay, why is it not showing me my distance? My distance, please. Okay, so about 30 meters, about 40. We'll round up and say around 40 meters is the limit, so. You get set on fire if you're running forward and accidentally shoot the ground in front of you. Let's test that. Is there... Someone said there was a red or a yellow barrel over here. Okay. Tucked away here. Oh yeah, I wanted to try with the big dynamite bundle too. Like how I pump this up here. Tuck my big dynamite. That is a problem. Yeah, do you get set on fire? No, you definitely do. I mean, you're setting oil puddles on the ground, so I don't know what we really expected, but... I wonder how easy... Like, can I hit that in the air? Like, if I take, like, a frag bomb or something that I can throw really far? That is scary. That is danger. What's out? Well, imagine I did something cool there. Or alternatively, I just realized you could even just go like, if you take this and, yeah, you see what I'm cooking here, Gil? If you take this and you douse an entire area in flames, and then you just chuck a dynamite in there. Oh god, that blew up the powder keg next to me. Interesting, interesting. Yeah, that would punish anyone who, like, if you douse this area here, like, say you douse this guy, and he's, like, running in here, trying to, and, like, stopping his bleed, not moving very fast, or stopping his burn, rather. Just chucking a big dynamite at the fire here. That's scary. It's also just scary, too, like, if someone's out in the open here, what's stopping you from just going, like spreading fire all around them, and then suddenly it's like, okay, you're kind of just, like, you're kind of fucked. Like, where can you stand in here without... Actually, I guess there is... Okay, you can definitely find places to stand. Find some places to stand. It's not like a consistent sea of flames. It's probably going to be better, like, for where flamethrowers were actually designed to be used, like, in places like this. You know, because you can probably run down... No, you can stand here. Kind of it, though. I didn't even have a full charge on that, though. In twisting, in nice. What if you can make an explosive crossbow user blow themselves up? That's a good question. Does that even work with fire like that? Let's see if this works. Just spawn here. Give our ammo back. It does. Thanks. It does the explosive crossbow work like that? Like with fire? I would assume it probably would. It says it with like a lantern or something first, because there should be a crossbow and explosive bolts here. Oh yeah. I mean, not that I'm seeing many explosive crossbow users, considering it's scarce ammo now, but alright, because it only gave me half. Whoopsies. Like if I shoot this lantern here, I try and shoot it through here. I don't know if it even interacts like that. No, okay, so it isn't affected by that. What about like frag arrows maybe? They blow up like that? No, they don't. If they land right in it. No, they still... Yeah, they still need, Interesting. What about, like, the bomb lands? If I go ahead and shoot that. Oops. Bomb lance explodes. Okay. At least if it lands in it, it looks like. Shoot through here. Yeah, okay, it has to land in it to blow it up. So, you could technically, like, douse an area in flames. The issue is the bomb lance doesn't do very much splash damage. That's the problem. That's the big caveat there. I mean, obviously it's gonna work well against red barrels. Oh, up it a little bit. 1 second. I'm sure there's probably gonna be people who die because they forget to pump the rifle and then go to swing on someone and then it's like, oh, my gun don't shoot. There's probably gonna be a lot of clicks, I would assume. Yeah, what other weird interactions would show up? So I'm pretty sure explosive weapons just don't function the same as like throwable dynamite. I mean, we saw there. Again, obviously powder kegs are gonna do well. Powder kegs, like if we take this, like placing a powder keg at the top of the stairs and just doing that, that's gonna be pretty detrimental. Oh yeah, what were we were gonna test like the max ignite range for the Spectre here with Dragon's Breath, because it was looking to be about 40-ish meters for the flame rifle. Spectre looks like it's might even be about the same. That's 38 meters. Here, I guess I can slugs in this and use that. Stop burning. Let's test like a solid 40 meters. Good and honest 40 meters. It hit, it didn't ignite though. Let me just grab a pistol. That. Blast them just so that they don't have any charcoal on them. Okay, that ignited at 40 meters. At this range, it's always going to be a little RNG. Looks like if you aim center mass, though, it's still hitting pretty consistently. It seems like, yeah, about 40 meters range on both of them. At least on a long barrel shotgun. Is the flame rifle necessarily better than Dragon's Breath? I'm inclined to say sometimes. Like, the flame rifle is obviously going to be better if you come around a corner, you have it fully pumped up, and, like, you see 3 people there, and you just fucking, like, torch them like that. Maybe. I don't know. Well, I don't know. Like, obviously you can kill people quickly. You do kind of have to, like, if you want to kill someone with it, you do kind of have to, like, concentrate your fire on them, and that's basically your entire burst. Well, I don't know, like, hopping around the corner here, the Dragon's Breath has potential to be instant, is the thing. And I feel like the Dragon's Breath is going to be... Dragon's Breath is probably going to achieve similar things for a high-skilled player who knows how to move around. I need to gross cough for a second. had some gunk in my throat. Excuse me. But yeah, I think that the Dragon's Breath shotgun user who knows how to maneuver around the compound and knows how to do hit and run tactics is probably going to be way more annoying than the flame rifle. Because the reality of it is, like, the flame rifle has counters. Like, sure, it has crazy range when it's fully pumped up, but, like, you do kind of have to, like, look at someone and be staring at them for a good second or so to actually kill them. And it's like they were saying on stream, like, up close, shotguns are just gonna one-shot you. And again, Dragon's Breath has potential to, like... Dragon's Breath has potential to burn bars off of you just as much if you get hit by multiple shots, especially if it's something fast-firing like a Spectre or a Rival, or God forbid a Terminus, even though the Terminus of Dragon's Breath kind of sucks. But, I don't know. I honest to God think that, like, Dragon's Breath will be a more effective PvP weapon. I don't think... I mean, I don't know. The flamethrower is going to be annoying because, again, you have, like, a massive barrage of flames in your face, and that's obviously going to be a problem. But again, I think, like, someone who is experienced in using Dragon's Breath, I think just having more, like, freedom of movement, because, again, with the rifle, you have to, like, keep pumping it up all the time. There's a lot more downtime with the rifle than you would have with just, like, again, simply just reloading the Spectre or a Rival. Like, there's so much more downtime. I don't know. I think for someone who doesn't typically play with Dragon's Breath, because Dragon's Breath does take a bit of getting used to because of the velocity, which actually, good point. What is the velocity on this? 40. Whereas this is 100, so... The thing is, though, that, like, you don't really have to be accurate with this, so I feel like muzzle velocity doesn't really matter. I don't know. Yeah, it's... I don't know. This is a cool addition. I definitely think that for, like, if someone is going for, like, a very aggressive push, if it's just one person, then yeah, the flamethrower is going to shut that down pretty quickly. I genuinely don't think this thing's going to be that... Like, I think there is some counterplay to it. It's not like how, like, the Shredder frag blades were, where there was basically nothing. If someone was looking at you, you were basically dead. Like, sure, you might lose a bar, but it's fire. There's a lot of things in the game that counter fire. We saw that even just, like, again... having the doused effect on you from the water bottles, like, or from, again, just water, can, like, dramatically slow down the burning. Like, we threw a water bottle at this guy and he didn't even burn after a full spray. Whereas with Dragon's Breath here, I'm inclined to say that, like, well, that just killed him. One more try here. The Dragon's Breath, like, he still caught fire there. And again, like, if I blow myself up here, blow myself up here to get some ammo back. Oh, I guess we used our last water bottle. Maybe there's more around. I'm not sure. Yeah, earlier when we were in here, we let, like, a full fucking burst go on that guy, and he still didn't catch fire. So I think that the main, like, catching fire part really comes from just, like, shooting at people's feet. Like, I think if you really want to like, toast someone and try and, like, get as many of their bars off as possible, your best bet probably isn't trying to, like, aim super high or aim, like, at their chest or their head. Probably just want to, like, torch their feet, right? Because that sprays fire everywhere. That means that if they try and run away, they're going to be still standing in fire. And again, if you are standing in fire and trying to put it out here, the fire doesn't care. As long as you're standing in fire, you can't actually stop your burning. So, I don't know. this thing might actually be like kind of a utility weapon. They said it was good against bosses. Obviously, it's going to be good against like most of the AI in the game because it's a fucking flamethrower. But I think this thing's genuinely going to be a lot more situational than people think. The Shredder, for example, is like a very multi-purpose weapon. Like, you know, the Shredder, it bounces, you can, like, it's got pretty good one-shot range. It's basically just like a side grade to the crossbow. Dragon's Breath, I feel like, is going to be a lot more multi-purpose if you want to burn people. Or, hell, if you really want to, like, set people on fire consistently from 40 range, just grab a long ammo rifle and throw Incendiary in it. That is infinitely more annoying, I feel, than the flamethrower is going to be, because that doesn't get countered by choke bombs, and if you let your bar burn off, then you're kind of just screwed. I do think that, like, flamethrower Obrez is probably going to be a pretty common loadout, like, just thinking of things that would pair well with this. Obviously, you can run Quartermaster or whatever, but, yeah, like, flamethrower, flame rifle, Obrez is probably going to be kind of a monster. So we'll probably have to look out for that, but I don't know. Wonder how good it is for burning corpses. Probably pretty good. I mean, again, you have to remember that, like, the flames kind of bounce when you shoot them. Like, sure, you can shoot at someone's feet and set them on fire and whatnot. So you probably could just, like, sit here and, like, feather it and just, like, accelerate people's burns because they're actually going to be in fire, but totally just sit there and, like, torch, and then we'll be sitting in that fire, and then as soon as it goes out, just another little feather, another little love tap. I don't know, this is gonna be an interesting weapon. I like that there's so much counterplay to it. Because again, like, I would imagine, I don't know if, do we know if, like, Salve Skin and, does Salve Skin and the Doused effects stack? How many more water bottles here? But there's a way to apply Salve Skin. So I could have just tried to shoot my feet. I don't think there's a water bottles. Okay, let's quickly head back and grab Salve Skin. I don't know. I also think that this, like, with the addition of the flame rifle, this would have been a perfect opportunity for them to add also, like, a water bottle as a, you know, as a tool. I think that a water bottle to be able to, like, douse yourself would have been amazing to just have on you. Or even just be able to pick up world ones and keep them as, just being able to grab world ones and keep them as consumables would have been nice, but, yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of surprised they haven't done that. But I think that would have been like a perfect opportunity to provide even more counterplay to the flame rifle. I don't know. These are my initial impressions. I haven't played against it. I haven't used it in a real setting. I've just been using it in the firing range. And I'm not gonna play today just because I have stuff that I need to do. So we're gonna just leave that for. I'll probably bump Thursdays, or no. Next. What am I streaming next? Friday? No, I think I'm streaming. Okay, I am streaming tomorrow. Yeah, so we'll test around with it tomorrow and see what it's like. But yeah, I like that there's counterplay just because there's so many things to counter fire in. You got choke bomb, you have choke bolts, you have doused effect. Did grab salve skins. Let's just see, like, if I shoot at the ground here, how much burn damage do I take from a full blast? With salve skin, you don't even lose a small bar. That's okay. Then here, I'll douse myself real quick just to make this go faster here. And again, that's the other thing, like, even if you get, like, most of your bar charcoal, look how fast it goes away with doused effect. Again, this is with salve skin and this. Barely half of a small bar lost. Salveskin, I think, is genuinely going to be like a really good pick if you hate this thing. I mean, Salveskin's already like a very good trait already. It's because fire ammo is strong. But like, I genuinely think that just picking Salveskin and a shotgun and getting up in the flame rifle user's face is probably gonna be the way to go. Just bring something fast firing like a Spectre or a Slate or a Terminus or a Rival even. Rival might be hard because again, I'm curious to see how easy it's going to be to like I'm curious to see how easy it's going to be to like get accurate shots off while there's like a bunch of fire in your face, because that does look pretty disorienting. I wonder, does it do aim punch damage, do we think? Like if we were to shoot someone, would they take aim punch damage? Because that would be annoying, because it seems like this thing hits pretty like fast. I mean, you see how many hits that was there just in like a second. Like if that's all aim punch and your aim's just going like ba 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 ba, like I would imagine that's probably not how it works. But I'm not sure. I don't know. But I guess then if that's an issue, then you could also just grab Bruiser from the circus, so, and that reduces aim punch. So I don't know. I genuinely think that the best way to do this would be just like, if you're able to find a water bottle, chuck it at your feet, and then push someone, or bring Salveskin. It's hard to tell if it actually stacks or not. I think there's a little bit of randomness too as to where the flames bounce. But can you spray flames through wooden walls? I don't think so. If it hits a surface, it like bounces off of, but it's off of it. But like, there should be a dummy behind here. This is like, it's like a layer or two of wood. Try it on this guy. I think this is only a single layer. That's one layer. Yeah, no, you are fully protected behind wood. I'm curious, I don't think there's any fences around, but I'm kind of curious to see how it interacts with, like, fences. Like, kind of partially, I guess. This. Let's refill this here. If I try and shoot through this at these guys, then... Got to pump it. Whoopsies. Tee-hee. It's like a little bit's getting through. Can you kind of pixel peek with this? Okay, you can still shoot it through like larger cracks, but and you can like kind of shoot over small cover too is the thing. So something like this would not save you, because you can also just shoot like, if it's a small piece of cover, you can just shoot to the side of them too. That should, it at least catches them on fire. You're not doing any actual damage there. But again, if someone's like behind that, because it has a bit of an arc, you can definitely shoot someone behind like small cover. It doesn't seem like it has much damage drop off either, is the scary thing. Let's see. Let's see. Head up to like the top here, get like some good distance. Try and shoot down on one of the dummies, because again, it takes about like a second and a little bit, a second and some change to kill someone proper. Try and shoot at like this guy here. Okay, so it is. I don't think this thing has damage drop off. It definitely has arc. able to land that, then yeah. Interesting. Okay. It doesn't look like there's any damage drop off because that was from like what? 30-ish meters. And we deduced that it has about, at its peak arc, it has about like a 40-meter range-ish. So, I don't know. You could definitely... It looks like it's going to probably be pretty hard to do. You definitely could do it. The thing is, too, is that it has a very, like... I think it does have a very slow muzzle velocity, so if these run moving targets, like trying to track with that... Obviously, if someone's standing still, they're gonna get doused, but, like, you can see how... you can see how long it's taking the shots to actually, like, do anything. You can see how long it's taking the shots to actually do anything when... like from the time that I pull the trigger to the time that you see the white damage numbers pull up, there's a good like second or so between all of that, assuming that you're decently far away. So I think this thing is going to be kind of hard to use at range. I think that outside of like the outside of shotgun range, you're probably just going to have a tough time actually doing anything, which I like. I like that it's not just like a, you get up close, like, I forgot to pump it. Oopsies. I think the pump is going to get a lot of people too, like forgetting that you have to pump it up every time. Like again, if I peek around the corner here, like nothing's stopping me from just torching that guy, of course. Trying to get a bead on someone like, especially on flat ground from here, like even that didn't kill him and it was like a moving target. It'll still obviously do a lot of damage, but I don't think that it's going to be like, I don't know. I don't think that it's going to be that effective of like a proper killing weapon unless you're within shotgun range. And at that point, again, assuming that there isn't crazy aim punch on this, like you're probably just going to get mowed down by a shotgun. I like this. I like that it does kind of feel like more of an area denial, like utility weapon. Like if you hear someone, for example, pushing you from, like if you're down here and someone's going to try and push down the stairs, you can just do a bit of that and then swap to your other weapon and try and like shoot them if they try and push through. Because like running through this is not going to be fun. Obviously I have Salve again, so imagine that was like faster. Imagine I lost that bar there, but... Huh, okay. I am interested to try this tomorrow. I definitely think I'm just going to make like... Just make like a firefighter loadout, to be completely real with you. I think that like, I don't know. LeMat carbine. A LeMat carbine with a, with like a choke hand crossbow. Honestly, might be a really good firefighter loadout. Because you got range, you got shotgun for if they get close, and worst case scenario, crouch in here and try and shoot them that way. Get bruiser, get Salve skin, like... The firefighter loadout might actually be pretty nice. Or grab like a drilling or something. Drilling might also be a very good option. Just anything that has like, that can work in like a good range. Hell, even grab like a Winnie with levering. A Winnie with levering would probably go crazy too. Or even like a fanning pistol. Just something for close range. Probably go kind of crazy. Again, like grab this Winnie. It's levering. Winnie with levering. Shoot it at your feet. Just do that. What are they gonna do? They can't hit you if you're crouched inside the choke bomb. I don't know. Might be kind of peak. Do I even have? Is this like full? It is full choke bombs. Okay. Might be kind of freaking peak. Just saying. I might just run something like that tomorrow. Okay, well, I don't think there's anything else I really want to test with the flame rifle. Where did I even... Stop it. The Lamat carbine should be right there. This thing seems neat. I like what they're cooking with this. No pun intended, but like, I don't know. This seems well thought out. There is counterplay. They tried to make it as much of like a utility weapon as you can. What happens when you try and stand and choke and fire it? You can't. You can see the little like pilot light at the tip of it here. As soon as I stand inside a choke bomb, it goes out, and then you just clicks. Doesn't even shoot oil or anything. It just does not work in choke. So you can also, if you know someone is pushing you with a, what's it called? Someone's pushing you around the corner with a thing. You can just chuck a choke bomb on them, and then obviously imagine I have the Winnie or something here, and just ba ba ba. And they can't do anything about it. So yeah, this is gonna be an interesting weapon. I'm excited. More excited to fight against it, honestly. Because again, I think people see a flamethrower and they kind of panic, which fair enough. It's a flamethrower in Hunt Showdown. Like, that's terrifying. We've been kind of memeing about this for forever, but yeah, this is. I'm excited. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and call it here. Thank you to everyone for coming out today. I really appreciate it. I'll be live tomorrow making my firefighter loadout and probably also using flamethrower as well. But yeah, if you want to check my other stuff, links down below, YouTube, Twitter, Patreon, all sorts of fun stuff. You can check those out either in the widgets or the description, depending on what platform you're on. And yeah, that's all I got to say. Have fun. Burn some people for me. And I will see you all tomorrow.